38-32 to the home team.
And we're back for the second half here in Virgin Media Park. Wolfhounds 14-8 in the lead against Gwalia Lightning. And it could be an interesting 40 coming up, Emer.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see kind of which team puts their stamp on this second half first. Gwalia ended with a good amount of defensive effort, so is that fatigue going to impact how they start this half? Wolfhounds need to maybe extend their lead a little bit more to assert their dominance on the scoreline.
Caris Hughes gets us back underway for the second half. Nevo Dowd takes it in. First touch in the second half for Fiona Chute. And O'Brien stabs one over the top. And Aoife Dalton in chase. Piles the pressure on. Stewart driving the legs.
Yeah.
Erin King.
Yeah. Releasing.
You can't show it to her, because if you do, she'll gobble it up.
No, hugely impressive turnover and really important as well. Aoife Dalton had done a great job with her kick chase, putting the pressure on. But Erin King, massive effort and a great turnover.
Breakthrough Player of the Year, of course, last year, Erin King. An Olympian in the summer. And O'Brien does really well to find touch there. Erin King was representing Ireland in the Olympics, and a week later she was on the squad list for Blessington when they were playing a GAA championship game in Wicklow.
Yeah, I think she's just a girl that has competitiveness running throughout her bones. She'll play with any code.
Aoife Dalton to Ella Roberts. Here's Amy Larn. Putting width on the ball, the Wolfhounds. The captain down that short side. But the line speed from Gwalia at the minute, it's intense. It's in your face. And it's forcing the mistakes from the Wolfhounds.
7 move.
Losing ground at the moment, but they'll have a relieving penalty. Not quick enough at rolling away, says referee Sheehan.
Yeah, and I think Gwalia just slightly let themselves down there. I'm not sure for certain, but I think it might have been Stewart that just got pinged there for not rolling away. But I mean, their line speed, like the pressure they put the Wolfhounds under, the Wolfhounds' skills, execution was just being impacted there. Gwalia trying to creep every metre off the Wolfhounds and pushing them back as much as they could. So just unfortunate there that their efforts have been in vain.
And clean ball is everything in this sport. And the way Gwalia are contesting at the breakdown, they're making it very difficult for the Wolfhounds to get any clear-cut attacks.
Yeah, and they're putting Katie Whelan under a lot of pressure, and then even their outside backs just hunching up very, very high is putting maybe the first receiver or that pull-back pass under pressure as well. It's just meaning that the Wolfhounds can't set anything up or don't really have much options.
Interesting to see King just having a little word with the referee. Maybe looking for a bit of clarification.
You okay? Yeah. How's that?
O'Brien will go to the left flank this time.
Yeah. Take the line, guys.
Flanagan with the try before the half-time break.
Good.
High tackle in there. Penalty advantage to the Wolfhounds.
Yeah, penalty advantage, high tackle, 7. Now you have penalty advantage.
This is good play from the Wolfhounds. The attack flowing a bit better.
Let it go. No advantage.
But Owen got her hands on it, but they have the advantage to come back to.
Yeah.
It was a high tackle from Stewart. And
Okay,
O'Brien
7, high tackle.
might go back to that corner. Same again. And she goes for every metre, but it doesn't work out. And Hoskett gets it away. And that's a good clearance kick from the fullback.
Yeah, great awareness by Greenway to get herself off her feet and kick that ball back in. Just means that the Wolfhounds lose 10 metres.
That's the risk you take, though. Out halves do it a lot. They go for every metre on those kicks. When it works out, it's brilliant, but when it doesn't, it's frustrating.
Yeah, 100%.
Whelan, she's caught around the ankles.
It's out, yeah.
Whelan has to play it. But again, Gwalia not making it easy for the Wolfhounds. Here's Eve Higgins. Always looking for a little half gap, the centre.
I think Owen has her hands on it there. Yeah, turnover for Gwalia here.
But again, Gwalia get
And a
their
counter.
numbers.
Counter up by the Wolfhounds.
Helter-skelter stuff at the moment. Anna Doyle into the equation for the Wolfhounds as well. Aoife Dalton, Hogan, Bowles.
Good.
But that one, the pass was just a little bit too fast for Clennigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
unlucky there. I think the
Fingers off.
Wolfhounds knew they
Fingers
had
off.
that overlap.
Outside.
But just
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Looks like Anna Doyle has come in for Vicky Elms-Kinlan during the break as well.
Keep that mark, James.
Someone receiving treatment on the other side.
I think it could be Anna Doyle, just as you said, just in. Unfortunate to see her down. Has really struggled with injury over the last number of years, so hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Won an AIL with you in Blackrock, am I right in saying?
She did, yeah. She has serious pace on the wing, so I'd hate to see her have to go off after just coming into the game.
She's going to try and run this one off though.
Yeah.
It looks like she'll be okay to continue. That's great to see.
Okay, we're outside.
Also, Katie Carrigan is on the bench for the Wolfhounds. Announced herself on the big stage last season in this competition. Got her place in the Irish squad from her performances.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
And here comes the squeeze from the Wolfhounds, piling on the pressure, and Jones will want to get it off the pitch. And it took a touch in the process. Cheyenne Jones won't be thanking her forwards for the platform they gave her there.
No, and I think Gwalia knew they just needed to get that ball out as quick as they could. The Wolfhounds are piling on the pressure in that scrum.
Nothing.
And they're short with the line out. Haney, 2-0 down. That was a crafty move at line out time from the Wolfhounds.
Did we see something similar in the French team yesterday?
They must have been watching the game. One from the playbook. O'Brien. Rumbles at the ruck though. Lots of players coming through. Hogan.
There's only two Gwalia, 2 or 3 on that,
Eve
that right
Higgins
side.
finds Roberts. Roberts might go herself.
Release!
She gets close, but they'll set it up. Erin King looks to power her way to the line, but they'll have another go at it. O'Dowd. But it's another hold up, and 3 is the magic number. Gwalia do it again.
Yeah, you see Maisie Davis coming up with the ball there. Hugely impressive again. The Wolfhounds will be disappointed, but look, we'll see what happens from this dropout kick.
And you'd wonder, would that change the strategy for the Wolfhounds in those close encounters? Because Gwalia seemed pretty comfortable for them to keep it in tight and challenge them up front.
They do, and they really are compressing. I wonder if the Wolfhounds should kind of go wide that phase earlier.
O'Brien, Hogan, ready to charge. Dalton, the danger woman in this back line. O'Brien, Roberts, her influence growing on the game.
No, let it go, it's a rock, let it go!
Here's O'Dowd.
Right, it's released.
Great work for her, showing her release, get up and go again.
A modern day front row. Dalton, Roberts, Clennigan fires that one.
Yeah, scrubber light out.
Yeah, you can see her put her hands up there. She knew that it was on. Just way too much force behind that pass.
It's interesting, Ella Roberts is coming into the line a lot more in the second half.
She is, and its benefit is that it's given the Wolfhounds that extra body. We see on 2 occasions there the Wolfhounds have had that extra player out wide undefended. So it just goes to show that work off the ball, how effective it can be.
Gwalia using their maul to create the path. But the pass was a little bit ahead of the player there. And the Wolfhounds will have a scrum inside the red zone.
Okay, number 3. Substitution. 9, 15.
Christy Haney is going off here possibly. Bit of confusion on the pitch, I think.
Aaron McConnell coming in for Katie Whelan.
Yeah, please.
Aaron McConnell was captain for Wicklow when they won the conference title in the AIL a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Talented scrum half.
Okay, all the subs on.
She is. She's been a little bit unlucky with injuries, Erin McConnell. She was involved in the Leinster setup. Just got a bit of a niggle to the hamstring that ruled her out for the Interpro series. But she's a very quick distributor of the ball, which really helps the Wolfhounds play on top. She's also quick to the breakdown. And we know now kind of the timing of distribution from the breakdown area is key. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Katie Corrigan is also in. Ella Roberts
Crouch!
on the bench now.
Bind! Set!
McConnell, her first involvement. She comes to the right. Here's Higgins. She finds Dalton on the short line.
Control that inside.
This is quicker ball for the Wolfhounds at the minute. McConnell dishes it out.
Tackler move!
Jungang with the carry, her first involvement. But it's been stolen. And Gwalia again. Ferocious at the breakdown.
Yeah, Stewart with the turnover there.
Here's Lewis. Does well to stay in field.
Put. Try it.
Loose
But the
ball.
Wolfhounds have won it back. Look at Njungan go. She doesn't like sitting on the bench. Dalton brings in O'Brien. Finds Larn and Katie Corrigan. She's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes, but she scores. She was in flying form last year in this competition. and you don't have to invite her onto the ball. She'll get the scores, and Katie Carrigan gets the first try of the second half for the Wolfhounds.
Yeah, you don't have to invite her, and it's much better from the Wolfhounds. I think we can see from the last few attacks that that's what they've been trying to do. They've identified that Gwalia really are going after that breakdown area. They're sending 2 or 3 bodies in to try poach every time, which leaves that space on the outside. The last attack, we just unfortunately Maeve Clenaghan, the ball just didn't go to hand. So I think that's possibly something that they identified at half time, and this time execution of skills just allows Katie Corrigan to go in over the line.
Dana O'Brien,
Perfect.
good from the tee.
Best again, yeah? Yeah.
And 21-8 is the score. And we spoke about tired bodies earlier on, Emer.
That's hard.
This is around the time where we might see those tired bodies, if they exist.
Yeah, to be honest, up until this point, I don't think Gwalia have tired from ending the first half with huge defensive efforts. I would have thought that it would have taken a bit more of a toll, but from what we've seen so far in this opening kind of 13 minutes, they've attacked every breakdown, they've held up tries. We haven't seen that fatigue kick in.
They can find an immediate response. But again, the Wolfhounds have the upper hand at the scrum, but Gwalia get it out quickly. Owen brings them to the 22. Here's Lewis.
No, leave! Off your feet, leave! Leave!
Now it's the Wolfhounds who are causing issues at the breakdown. Davis. But the Wolfhounds defence is well set here. Here's King, the captain.
Tackle!
That's a brilliant steal, but it's illegal.
Tackle was complete.
And the tackle was complete, says the referee Sheehan. And the penalty right in front of the post.
Yeah? Post call.
Caris Hughes fancies her chances from this distance, and they'll go for the 3.
Yeah, I think they're very aware as well that it's all going to come down to points. So possibly a good decision to go for the posts.
Bonus points also crucial in this competition. Every point matters. This will reduce the deficit to 10 points.
Up.
But it wasn't clean, and a missed opportunity for Gwalia.
Yeah. Numbers? Okay, number 4. 4.
I think there's a few
Substitution, yeah.
substitutions coming, so this will just inject a bit of fresh
Running
legs
chat,
into
sorry, I'll
both
turn me
sides. Alma Atagaman, I think, coming on for Fiona Tuch in second row.
Such an exciting young talent, Elma Atagaman. Here's Hopkins. Macy Davis. She's one of the shining lights for her team today. And Gwalia working their way into the 22 on the edge of it. Scrappy ball. Erin King thought she had it, but Gwalia get the numbers there. Here's Pers to Davis, but this time she's met with a solid tackle. Forced back. That
Great
pass
pressure.
was hanging.
Back.
The pressure comes on. Katie Carrigan working hard over that ball, but no clear release. And Cheyenne Jones isn't waiting around.
Yeah.
She gets on her bike.
Let it go, let it go. Yeah.
But again, discipline, an issue
22,
for
22,
the Wolfhounds.
22.
2 in quick succession there.
Okay, just be very careful. I need you to release. First penalty was against you, and then retreat 10, please.
Yeah,
okay.
Katie Carrigan just getting a warning.
Yeah, and they will have to be careful. You know, the ref is keeping track of all these, and if it comes down to it, you need to have 15 v 15 on the pitch. It's incredibly hard, particularly in the second half when fatigue is kicking in, to be trying to defend 14 v 15.
Go.
Lily Terry is doing the throwing in at the line out now as well.
Go.
But that wasn't straight.
Okay, option. Play another scrum. Scrum.
And those moments in the last third today for Gwalia have just went amiss sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I've been incredibly impressed by the pace that they've been playing at across the park. They've just been playing with such ferocity. I think perhaps maybe the changes in the pack when it comes to line out, they didn't seem to be wholly organised or even on the same page there. They were kind of rushed by the referee to get on with it, and it seemed a little bit haphazard and a bit disorganised, so possibly just letting them down there.
Just over 20 minutes to go here. A win for Wolfhounds will keep them top. Clovers to come against Glasgow Warriors after this at 3:30.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Hogan to Higgins, setting it up.
Get his pass back in.
O'Brien into the hands of Lewis.
I think Clean and covered there with the turnover. What a crucial turnover it was. I think there was three Gwalia Lightning players kind of set up there.
And it gives O'Brien a chance to put the Wolfhounds in Gwalia territory, but she fails to make touch. Davis. Gone are the days where props are only expected to play 50 minutes, Emer.
I think the props that we have will last a lot longer than that.
Macy Davis, she looks like she has one of those long life engines in her.
Yeah, as I said, there's been absolutely no let up from either of these teams. I think just unfortunate there. Caitlin Lewis ran a lovely line, inside ball. Shan Jones aware of her as well. I think possibly just, lovely ball there, and just Maeve Clenaghan got the hand around and dislodged the ball.
Okay.
But these teams, you know, their desire to attack from anywhere and show these different moves and run these different lines, they're giving themselves the opportunities and the options, possibly, you know, small things or small executions or ball handling skills letting them down a tiny bit, but it just goes to show the intent they have.
O'Brien sees a bit of land. Hoskett is there to cover, but Anna Doyle does really well. Gwalia keep it in field. Hughes, she'll send it back. And here's Corrigan, brings them to halfway.
It's out.
Good hands from the Wolfhounds. Dalton. Here's Clennigan. Lovely pass out the back. Jungang. Doyle. The Wolfhounds looking comfortable on the ball. But as I say that, crossing and the penalty comes for Gwalia.
Yeah, I thought it was great support up until that point. We saw Anna Doyle, you know, all the way off her opposite wing. Linda Jadine supporting her hooker there. Maeve Clenaghan with a lovely little wrap around. Just unfortunate that the crossing came there.
Caris Hughes puts it into touch. Terry on throwing duty.
Lovely steal there by Erin King.
Erin King nicks it.
No.
High shot there. O'Brien. Eve Higgins. She's been so good, the inside centre. Hoskett does really well to get out of danger. Puts the dancing feet on.
No leave. Not on the ball.
Caris Hughes. Back to O'Brien. They'll exchange.
Keep coming, keep coming. Good. 11, yeah, good.
Who's gonna blink first?
Yeah, let's keep coming, 13.
Well, now Hopkins is gonna run it back and they have the penalty advantage, Gwalia.
Gave an advantage, 18, no?
Here's Greenway. But they're coming back for the penalty.
Offside, no retreat.
They were just trading blows there in the sky, just seeing who was gonna creak first.
They were, yeah, and I think there was a huge gap in the middle when Gwalia got that last kick receipt.
Sorry, 10. Sorry.
I don't know, maybe the Wolfhounds had got a bit of a let off now that they've come back for that offside penalty.
Caris Hughes just brings them short of the 22. But they've had issues at the line out in recent times. Gwalia. And it wasn't third time lucky. Another mistake and the Wolfhounds pounce on it.
No advantage. Not far in the line out.
And is that just down to the change at hooker?
I think so. I mean, it's been scrappy since they've had those changes. I also think the Wolfhounds are just putting them under pressure. Erin has had at least one steal, if not more, and the Wolfhounds have just competed in the right spots. So I think Gwalia are possibly trying to overcomplicate it to get a clean catch, but it's just resulting in a bit of confusion and then the overthrow.
Crouch! Bind! Step!
The referee isn't happy. We'll have a reset.
Right.
Both front rows just coming down.
Keep your feet underneath us. Mark, let's go, please.
But there is one eye on the Six Nations with this as well, isn't there? Girls trying to fight their way into the conversation.
There is, and girls are definitely building partnerships throughout this competition.
On both sides.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't think any spot for Six Nations squad is, set in stone. These games are allowing players to put their hands up for selection, giving them an opportunity to showcase the partnerships they can build and the skills they have to offer. So it's a great opportunity for these players.
Hogan. O'Brien Tries to kick it away. But Gwalia get hands on. And they can launch something here. Stewart.
Knock on.
That was a knock on.
Yeah.
And they'll come back for the scrum. Both teams looking a bit tired at the moment, Emer.
Yeah, I think it's just all gone a little bit scrappy, to be honest.
Mark's here.
Is that fatigue? Is that kind of new combinations, new bodies coming in? Definitely a bit of eagerness. I guess Gwalia are desperate to get a few more points on the board as well. But I'd like to see both teams just kind of settle, get back to playing their own style. At the moment, it's a bit frantic.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Higgins again.
Huge overlap here if the Wolfhounds can.
They look to ship it wide, but Gwalia do really well to get inside the passing channel. Must be so assuring to have a Eve Higgins that can take it every time off the scrum, make you a couple of yards, create a path, and you can launch something off her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's an incredible player, and the experience that she has, is second to none. I think her partnership with Aoife Dalton as well. Eve is a very selfless player in that she will 100% offload to Dalton if she's in a better position. And we even saw last weekend Leah Tarpley getting a try off the back of Eve's work. Her experience in that back line really can't be underestimated.
Stop. Just came out the tunnel. Hello. Yeah, reset. Say, Mark.
Round 7. Still 3 more rounds to go in this competition. And some games in round 5 that were meant to take place, but Storm A. Owen caused disruption.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
And if Gwalia could score now, could make things very interesting.
That's fine. No leave, not on the ball, not on the ball. Leave 7. Need you clearly on the ball.
Every point matters in this competition. A try would put them in reach of a losing bonus point. Ala Pers was so involved in the first half. Harris Hughes pokes one in behind, but Amy Lawrence there in receipt. O'Brien tries to get it off the field.
Yeah, that really needed to find grass.
And Anna Doyle.
Yeah. I'm off. I'm off.
Came flying in there.
Okay, I understand there's a big change of direction. I need you to keep those tackles down. Be very careful. Okay?
And just getting a warning.
I think she's lucky there, and not given that contact, but just the amount of times the ref has spoken to this Wolfhounds team.
5.
Harris Hughes wasn't waiting around there. And I think it took a touch in the air. So it will be Gwalia who have to put in at the scrum.
8. Substitution.
And a fortunate touch in the air for Gwalia, because otherwise it's going to be the Wolfhounds who are going to get the ball.
Yeah, I think they'll be counting their lucky stars. I'd be expecting this Wolfhounds pack to really attack this now. We've seen their dominance in the scrum beforehand, but they need to make sure they're doing it legally. If there's any bit of a one-sided shunt, they don't want to be giving away more penalties, especially after the ref directly speaking with them about discipline.
And the time is now for Gwalia to find a score, to reduce the deficit. Hopkins off the back, classic number 8. Davis. switches side. Pers does really well to keep control of that one.
Now move, Lee.
Hopkins uses her forward.
Let it go.
They're knocking on the door
Hands up, hands up, hands.
with it open.
80.
They've got a penalty advantage. You could see what they were trying to do there.
Yeah,
Webster on the
advantage.
short line.
19 offside, hands on the ground.
They had the penalty advantage
Offside.
and they'll come back for it now. Jones. Nice low pass. Davis.
Leave.
Will they find the key to unlock this defence?
Short, no.
A la Pers. Davis and Macy Davis. If it was going to be anybody, it had to be Macy Davis. She's been everywhere today, the loose head.
Yeah,
And things are getting interesting now, Emer.
she really has, and the pace she's injected onto the ball and the yards she's gained every time she's carried today has just been incredible for a player, you know, of her age. I've no doubt she's one we'll be seeing in the future for sure.
Already a Welsh international, Macy Davis. And at 19, she's got plenty more caps ahead of her.
Yeah, her work rate today has been exceptional. And just what I've been most impressed with is her dominance in the collision zone. All these players are exceptionally high standard, but she has just been so dominant and made a positive carry with every opportunity.
And the kick would make it a one-score game if Caris Hughes can knock it over. And we have a one-score game, Emer. And there's about 7 and a bit minutes left on the clock.
Yeah,
Don't leave your screens, because this one could get really interesting.
hugely exciting. This Gwalia Lightning team are well used to their games kind of going down to the wire.
You good? Okay.
The Wolfhound squad
Time
need
back
to be
on.
very careful with their discipline.
yeah.
They've already got a couple of
Okay,
warnings,
let's really go
but if
ahead.
they can stay in this
Sorry.
zone for the next 7 minutes, either get score on the board or just roll down that clock.
Neither side
Tackle
will
low.
want to make any handling errors now. Gwalia Lightning have the losing bonus point, but they'll want more, and Amy Larn at the wrong moment lets the ball slip through the net, and Gwalia Lightning have a scrum inside opposition neighbourhood.
Yeah, you don't want that at any time in the game, but especially not now.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
A lot of numbers lining to the right here for Gwalia Lightning off this scrum. Owen back to her out half. A bit too much on that. It sits up for Larn and she just touches it down. She was in two minds there, I think. Touch it down or run it out.
Yeah, I think she had to make a very split-second decision, but she was aware that there was a good Gwalia kick chase. I think the right decision.
And that's a smart kick from O'Brien. Get it off the pitch, reset the defence. But we were talking off air earlier, Emer, that this could be a real cracker, and it's proving to be that.
It is. The fire in the belly of both these teams, highly aware that it's a top of the table clash, and they have brought their game here.
And a timely steal at the line out from the Wolfhounds. Dalton powers through the middle, brings them up past halfway. O'Brien, here's Larn. Now there's a bit of urgency in the Wolfhounds play. Here's Doyle.
Come back.
King has to go herself, not much support, and she loses it in contact. Here's Davis. Stewart. Jones.
Sorry.
Looks for the room, looks for the space, and that's a beautiful kick from the scrum half.
No, outside.
Yeah, that's exactly the area they want to be playing in. Lovely by Shan Jones identifying that Amy Lairn possibly wasn't the whole way across. And they're in exactly where they want to be.
And a lot of pressure on this line out. Flanagan has to find her target.
Stay
And she does exactly that.
Good. Careful.
The ball makes the meters,
Don't change that by now, 6.
helps them out, gets them out of the red zone.
And let's use it now. Okay.
But they'll come back for the
fine.
penalty.
Never back on side.
Gwalia might add a penalty of their own if there was an advantage in the back pocket there.
Yeah, I thought there was hands on. Whether there was a clear lift, I don't know, but I think Eve Higgins was straight up there in the referee's ear about the
We'll
offside.
take that, we'll take that.
Scrum. Scrum
Eve
stop.
Higgins is like, remember that penalty, ref? We'll take that, we'll take it. Interesting decision. The Wolfhounds opt for the scrum.
Crunch! Bind! Set! Sorry.
It seems like there's a lot left in this game, Emer, but we will need to hear your player of the match very soon. The pressure coming on at the breakdown, and Gwalia Lightning
6. Diving on the ball.
might have one last opportunity.
Yeah, I think both these squads have put their hands up for player of the match. I think on the Gwalia Lightning team, you know, Shan Jones at 9 has impressed me hugely. I think she's distributed well. She's identified space well, got some good kicks for touch. Maisie Davis, how can we, you know, not put her in the mix as well? Great carries. On the Wolfhound side of things, I thought Eve Higgins and Aoife Dalton did very, very well. Their centre partnership, you know, Aoife Dalton ran some great lines. Eve Higgins defensively, distributing wise. But I think today Erin King impressed me the most. I think she's been involved in some crucial aspects of the game, and her turnovers have been great today.
And that's a good take at the line out. And could Gwalia Lightning have the last say? Their maul is moving forward. Still going. Jones takes it out, looking for an option, has to bring it to ground. And can Gwalia Lightning land a blow? Calm heads is what Gwalia Lightning need right now. Hopkins front up rugby, keeping it simple. And Gwalia Lightning, is this their moment? Is this their time? Davis.
Okay.
Time's up. This is it. Now or never for Lightning.
I think that's,
But that's held up. And the Wolfhounds stay strong. And with that, brings the final whistle. But what an ending, Emer.
Yeah, I think that match cracked up to be everything we expected and everything we thought it would be. You know, not the highest scoring game, but that's just a testament to what both sides brought. I think both sides clearly did their homework. Gwalia had to do huge defensive efforts at the end of that first half to keep the Wolfhounds out, and just almost a complete reversal there. Wolfhounds having to show that same defensive Trojan efforts at the end of the second half. But Wolfhounds will be extremely happy to solidify their place at the top of the table, and huge lessons, I think, for this Gwalia side. But the energy they brought, the intent they brought, and the energy they brought for the full 80 has hugely impressed me. So I think they don't have a huge lot to be disappointed about their performance, albeit the scoreline.
3.
Aaron, a titanic battle out there. I'm sure you're glad just to get the win.
Yeah, no, credit to Gwalia. They were unreal. They really put it to us, especially in that first half and then down to the wire there. But it kind of just shows the resilience and the heart that we have in our team. We just kept fighting to the very end, and yeah, there's definitely things that we're gonna take learnings from that game and definitely come back training this week and work on them. But yeah, credit to Gwalia. They really put it to us.
They really asked tough questions of the side that they haven't really had to answer so far.
Yeah, no, definitely. They're definitely a tough battle, and yeah, it was nice to go out and have a challenging game, and yeah, fair play to them. And I kind of knew we'd have it in the end. The credit to the girls, they just kept fighting, and yeah, we definitely have a lot of fight in our squad. So yeah.
And how pleasing is it now? Like, you're in fine form, the Wolfhounds. I think it's 4 wins on the bounce, potentially 3 or 4 wins on the bounce.
Yeah.
Like, things are starting to click into place as well.
Yeah, definitely. As we train together and as we get to know each other better, like, we're forming connections, and yeah, we're just growing and building, and there's so much talent in the squad and so much potential, and yeah, it's so nice to see the girls thriving out there, and yeah, it's really positive.
And what was the most pleasing aspect of the game for you as a player today?
Personally, probably I've been working on my turnovers quite a bit. I came from 7, so the jackaline's a lot easier in that kind of form of the game. So yeah, I was happy to get a few jackals out there, but yeah, definitely a lot of work ons as well.
Best of luck in the next game.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Neil, edge of the seat stuff there. Probably not great if you're a coach sometimes to watch those sort of games towards the end, but glad to get the win, I'd say.
Yeah, look, we set out to try and win today. Obviously we wanted to perform first. Probably hasn't been how we wanted to play and how we wanted to perform, which is a bit disappointing, so we'll definitely look back at what we can get after. Girls dug in really deep and got the win, which is what we wanted.
And what pleased you the most as the coach?
Probably look, we held up over the line 4 times, so we had some good attack times. I think from the half time when we talked what we needed to get after, the first 10 minutes we were very hard to compete with, and then we just kind of lost a bit of detail and shape and stuff, but we will revisit that.
There were some serious players on the Gwalia side today as well. Macy Davis was really throwing herself around.
Yeah, look, they got quality across the team, so we knew that was going to come out of this. We just need to be just a little bit better in certain areas of the game, especially our breakdown.
And for you, it's moving on to the next job.
Yeah, look, we'll revisit ourselves and we'll get after it again.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Can I ask you to do a quick favour for me? I left my... Wolfhounds were pushed all the way here today, but they just got over the line in a titanic battle against Gwalia Lightning. Up next, we've got another great game for you. It's the Clovers against the Glasgow Warriors. But from me and the team, that's all for today. We'll see you again soon.